The experience of being a Jew right now is that the things that bring us joy also are opportunities for others to try to take down that joy.
It was like any other Friday night Shabbat service at Rabbi Zoe McCoon's Temple Beth Torah, a Reform synagogue in Fremont, California. Community, worship, and song, live streamed for all to join.
We were getting in the spirit of high holidays. We were feeling excited, we were feeling joy. Kani Hiratzon, may this be God's will.
This service, though, would end shockingly as uniformed police streamed into the room.
They came in with a serious tone. They looked like they had some business that they wanted to accomplish.
Police asked Rabbi McCoon to stop the service and evacuate the sanctuary due to a bomb threat. But that threat? A hoax. Temple Beth Torah had fallen prey to swatting, an increasingly common prank that involves calling in phony threats to police about active shooters, bombs, or other acts of violence in progress, often with the hope of getting to watch the ensuing chaos of the police response play out on screen in real time. At Rabbi Zoe's request, we're not showing the video of her synagogue's swatting over concerns of encouraging copycats. No one has been charged in that case.
We don't know who they are. We don't know anything more about them than that they were trying to cause fear. They were incredibly prolific.
The person or the group making the swatting call, they are very well aware that in today's threat environment where mass shootings have become all too common, that a call regarding an active shooter is going to be met with a large and aggressive law enforcement response.
Swatting incidents are climbing, the FBI saying they've reached crisis levels, with targets expanding to include very public places like hospitals, churches, and schools.
Swatting calls can place the safety of responders in jeopardy. It can place the persons located at the targeted location in a position where they could be physically harmed or even killed by responding officers.
While no one was hurt at Temple Beth Torah that day in August, since then the synagogue has ended open to the public live streams and continued to work on a fence around the perimeter of the property.
We're not locking the door. We're closing the screen door instead.
Swatting began online in the gaming community. Players of first-person shooter games often targeting friends, rivals, or even prominent streamers. In 2019, then 16-year-old Fortnite player Kyle Booga Giersdorf was swatted while streaming his game live to his fans.
Dad, I actually can't. I got swatted.
Are you? Did he just leave mid-game?
An unknown caller dialing 911, claiming to be Booga, saying that he'd tied up his mother in the garage and shot his father. The ensuing police response rattling the real Booga.
Dude, they come in with guns, bro. What if I just got bopped?
At the time, Booga's dad, Glenn Giersdorf, told ABC News, to the individual who attempted to have our home swatted and could have possibly gotten someone injured in the process, I don't hate you. I'm sorry that your life has brought you to this.
They're hoping that the large-scale response will result in media response and public visibility. They're looking for the reaction because that's what gratifies them.
In 2017, Tyler Barris was playing the video game Call of Duty and called in a false hostage report on who he thought was a rival gamer.
This is 911. What's going on?
I had told you guys everything that happened about the argument with my mom and dad. They were arguing and I shot him in the head and he's not breathing anymore.
Law enforcement arrived ready to neutralize the supposed threat, but it wasn't the house of Barris's intended target. Instead, it was the home of 28-year-old Andrew Finch, police body camera capturing the encounter. At first, he complies, but then police say he dropped his hands.
He feared that the male had just pulled a weapon from his waistband, fired one round, striking the male.
But Finch was unarmed. Tyler Barris was later sentenced to 20 years in prison.
Open shots at the library.
More recently, in April, University of Oklahoma was swarmed by police, guns out, after receiving a series of false 911 calls about an active shooter.
There's a man running around with an AR-15 here.
Okay, where are you guys at exactly?
We're hiding in the library.
Authorities are still working to determine the source of the call. So far, no arrests. These incidents and others prompting the FBI to take action, creating a specialized unit to tackle the problem of swatting.
For a long time, the FBI in particular didn't want to discuss these kinds of incidents. Why not?
Because we're concerned of the copycat effect.
So why are we talking now?
Because it's reached that level of being at a crisis level.
The FBI's Brian LeBlanc leads the effort, cooperating with state police departments inundated by these hoax calls to help them make more informed assessments.
These calls actually have characteristics that can be used to identify them as hoaxes pretty early on in the process. And based on that, you can have a measured response.
ABC News given exclusive access to this watch center run by the Massachusetts State Police and Lieutenant John Strazzullo outside Boston.
So if a swatting call comes in, it'll eventually arrive here?
Yes.
And what happens here?
From here, the on-duty personnel will start to work on the call itself and the circumstances of that call and work with the local police department, and then ultimately push that information over to the FBI.
You want as many people to know about these, it sounds like, as possible.
That's correct, yes, absolutely.
While the FBI is moving quickly to keep pace with this rapidly evolving threat, community-led groups have also stepped forward to do their part.
The police can't do it alone, nor as we as a community can we do it alone. This is a partnership.
Michael Masters is a former SWAT agent who heads SCN, the Secure Community Network, a nonprofit that focuses on monitoring threats and providing safety training for the Jewish community. In the 3 months since the Hamas-led terror attack on Israel, there's been a 337% increase in anti-Semitic incidents compared to the same time last year. On December 6th, in Minnesota alone, at least 25 Jewish schools and 9 facilities were targeted with false bomb and shooting threats.
Over the last 4 years, we have seen a concerted focus by the Jewish community to coordinate more closely on security.
SCN creating and distributing webinars via its online training center to help community members build awareness and threat response skills.
The training that we are working to do is designed to empower the community. If we don't teach people what to do, we are just simply teaching them to do nothing.
Those trainings playing an outsized role in Rabbi McCoon's community, keeping calm in the face of apparent danger this past August.
When I go to trainings for safety, I go with the hopes and dreams that I never have to use them. I wish I didn't have to use it quite as much as I have.
While police swept the synagogue, Rabbi McCoon's congregation still managed to find a way to bring light into the darkness.
So what one would have seen when they were on our virtual options on Zoom, on live stream, was that we left the space. But what I wish that they knew was that we went outside and watched the sunset together. And we were holding hands and singing about peace together. And even though that wasn't necessarily captured on Zoom, that's what I wish they would know.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.